This missions trip has really been one where just being yielded was the key for me. And I think by God giving me, there were some things some ways that I wanted to be ready for God to move and use me if that's what He chose to do. But what's beautiful about this experience is, first of all, the team. The team is comprised of such a youthful batch of God's creation. And me being more the elderly person, which is interesting because I never see myself as being elderly, but always being ready to receive from them.
I don't know, I was so open, but it blessed me. Even the gentleman, Israel, the one that was just talking to us, Maribel was translating, but he was just like, the music cut off and you kept going, but he said you don't stop when things happen. Like, he caught another way. So look past what I'm, as God was able to minister to him, that when things are not going right, keep going. So he was just messed up.
He was so amazed at how we worship. What did he say?
The liveliness that we injected them with.
That's what he said.
Those were his words. Telling us that he now has to take their worship to a higher level and sustain it there.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. This was just so good.
I was nervous. I was preparing for it. I told Elder Nancy, I'm in the intercessory prayer group. I said, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And she said, trust me. You are. And then when I came here today and what you preached, that what kind of friend are you?
God is looking for rooftop people.
Dios está buscando personas de techo.
Who will not stop at the door.
No paren en la puerta.
Who will not stop at the window.
No se rindan en la ventana.
Will carry somebody.
Pero que le eleven a alguien.
And if necessary,
y si es necesario,
disrupt other people's lives.
Que interrumpan la vida de otras
just
personas.
To bring that man into the presence of
para
Jesus.
bajar, para traer esa persona ante la presencia de Jesús.
And when that happened with the music, and we kind of saw, but we were all like in one accord. We kind of saw Leah out there on her own. We started. I mean, I don't consider myself to be a singer, but I said we gotta do something. The people, when you made the altar call, to see the young people, to see people just run into the altar, and the girl, the pastor's youngest daughter, I was praying for her, and we both felt the Spirit of God in such a way, like I never felt that before.
So in my mind, I was like, so what's this one gonna be about? I know we're going, to kind of set the foundation, different things like that, but I was like, man, what can we do to be a part of it? And so when you say we're going to feed the homeless, I lit up like a can of candy, right? And I told Rhea, I was like, bruh, we should do the bags. And because I did the bags a year before in Petersburg for the homeless. Didn't know it was going to be for that moment, but for this moment right here. But the part that really did it, you remember we were outside the truck and you said the guy dumped out everything that he had. Like he had another bag and he just dumped it all out and took everything out of my bag and kind of dumped it on the ground, but put all of his stuff in it. So I thought the food was the treasure. Like I thought the food was gonna be the food, the non-perishable stuff was gonna be the thing, but it was the bag. Like it was something that he could be proud of. It wasn't a clear, empty trash bag. It wasn't nothing. It was the bag. Like that blew me. Like when you said it, I was like, dang, it was for that one moment.
He had all of his stuff in plastic bags. He took his stuff out of those plastic bags, and when he finally put all of his stuff into Michael's bag, he pulled the string on that thing and he just kind of got it right and checked it and tested it. I was like, Mike, the dude is using your bag. I cannot imagine the dark place of homelessness. I can't imagine what happens to a person to cause them to unplug from their relationships, from family, right? And to subject themselves to an environment like what we saw, right? And to ask the question, God, are you real? And in an instant, out of nowhere, a church van pulls up. And here we come rolling out with hamburgers and water for them. God's answering a question to a heart of a person. Saying, yeah, I'm still here. And I can meet you in this place.
This whole experience has ministered so much to my life. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to be here. Grateful to be with this group of people. Grateful to be with this group of women. They are amazing. They have shared testimonies with me, and I'm like, Lord, maybe after all, I'm not so inadequate. Maybe you can use me. Maybe you can use someone like me. So I'm just grateful, very grateful. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Their band, their coach that they have. Bishop and I were here about 5 or 6 months ago and sewed into putting those letters on that bus.
Wow.
That's Mt.Gilead money.
Yes. Wow.
I see Mt.Gilead when I look at it.
So when we
Similar
gave them the money,
similarities.
when you gave them the money, man, Frank was like, we're doing the world, we're doing the moon. So he saw the big coach, right?
Yes.
With the hands on the world and that kind of stuff. And so they did their own.
Wow.
But that's what we sewed into them.
Wow.
Praise God.
So that he could promote the ministry
Yes.
as that bus rides around. I just think that God is into new. And then I come every day with expectancy. I'm expecting him to do something that's just like radical. I mean, I'm expecting him to do something radical today. And I get a chance to be a part of something radical that he's doing. And then when I see him do it and I'm like, wow, what's next? Sound familiar?
Yes.